Sometimes I get a bit tickled thinking about Jonah. There he was, all ready to serve God. And then God tells him to go to the exact opposite place that he'd ever choose to go. The area was mean, the place was spiritually dark, and oh, by the way, he didn't even like the people. Does that thought resonate with any of you today? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Strengthen Your Walk and our 10-part series, Friend, You've Got This. I'm Kim Crabill, and as always, delighted to have you join me today. With an intro like that, I'm not so sure you'll want to stay, but hold on, I do have some good news. Sometimes I think one of the reasons we began to feel discouraged is the false belief that if we are doing what God wants us to do, then we will be placed in happy and fun places. We'll be dancing on a bed of roses and we will never, ever, ever have a problem. But the truth is, we're going to find ourselves in places where perhaps you are today, in dark places, stinky places, uncomfortable places, and places that are anything but fun and exciting. But God never promised that we'd be confined to holy huddles where we could hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Our commission, Matthew 28, is to go into the world. And if you've noticed, it can be a rather unfriendly and frightful place out there. Yet, that's our ultimate call. Not to take a walk in the world, but to fulfill a work to the world, according to Ephesians 2:10. Our specific role is found in 2 Corinthians 5:20. We are Christ's ambassadors. An ambassador is best known as a government representative commissioned to serve in a foreign country. They basically communicate the policies of the government they represent to work primarily to keep good relationships between the countries. So, in biblical terms, you and I, as believers, are now residents of heaven and commissioned or called to represent Christ while we remain here in this world, according to John 20:21. Here are 3 ways that we can begin to represent Christ. Be the salt, Matthew 5:13 tells us. Be the light, Matthew 5:14 says. Be the aroma or the fragrance of Christ, we're told in 2 Corinthians 2:15. So when God calls you to dark places, stinky places, and places that are anything but fun and exciting, don't battle God. Don't be discouraged, and don't be a Jonah. Don't walk away or run away. God knows what He is doing, and where He has placed you is your mission field. You just let your light shine. Let your salt out of your salt box and sprinkle your own God's seasoning of love and kindness, grace and mercy all over the place. And when you leave, Jesus, whom they saw in you, will have them saying, "What a beautiful fragrance she left behind." I'm not trying to say this is easy, but I will say this. God has promised to give you the strength to do what He has called you to do. So friend, remember what God has called you to do and be obedient to where He sends you. You've got this because He's got you. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next time on Strengthen Your Walk.